Welcome everyone to the Transformative Cities People's Choice Award 2022 finale. My name is Sean Macheza and I will be your host today. I'm with the Transnational Institute in Amsterdam. First, before we get into it, some basic housekeeping. The finale is being interpreted today in Spanish. So I'd like to thank the interpreters who are with us today, making it possible for many people across the world to also participate in this event. To access the interpretation, please click on the interpretation button, which should be at the bottom right of your screen. There's a little globe there. If you click on it, you should have the opportunity to listen to this event in English or in Spanish. In Espanol, please look at the chat. You will also understand what I'm saying. Of course, I understand this is in English. If you are on Twitter and social media, please use the hashtag Transformative Cities, which is what we're using for this event today. We're very pleased here today to welcome you. We're very excited to share with you this 1 hour, which is the conclusion of more than a year's work. And it's been a very, very interesting year, as those of you who've participated know. It's not been easy to do. But the 4th edition of the Transformative Cities People's Choice Award has been a complete success. And today we get to see the culmination of all this work. Dozens of collective initiatives from grassroots communities to city councils, from cooperatives to local public utilities have shared with us how they're solving access to basic needs against all odds, demonstrating in practice how we can tackle global problems starting locally, and without any need to follow profit-seeking models to achieve those needs. Almost 16,000 people cast their vote to decide who is the winner amongst the 3 finalists for each of the 4 categories for this year's Transformative Cities People's Choice Award. And the categories are water, food, energy, and housing. And today is the day we're going to announce who those 16,000 people have chosen. Just to say, though, before we announce the winners, that we've always said the Transformative Cities Award Initiative is about collaboration. It's about solidarity and learning. It's a process we like to define as co-opetition. We're trying to foster cooperation amongst participants and to introduce an element of competition, also to make it fun for everyone to participate. Today, the winners of the award will each get €1,500, a prize that we hope will contribute to the further development of their efforts. Would like to thank those people that have helped to make this event possible. Thanks to the joint work of all the Transformative Cities partners, this event has been possible to put together. And these are in alphabetical order: the European Network for Community-Led Initiatives on Climate Change and Sustainability, ECOLIS, the Friends of the Earth International, the Global Network of Continental Networks Committed to the Promotion of Social Solidarity Economy, RIPES, Habitat International Coalition, the Global Platform for the Right to the City, and of course, the organization that I represent, the Transnational Institute. So to kick off our exciting program, I'd like to give the floor to my co-host and guest, Saul Trambo-Villa. Saul has worked at the Transnational Institute for 10 years. He loves to design communication frames and platforms to expose unaccountable power structures and to advance democratic solutions to our global problems, particularly unequal access to basic human rights and the destruction of ecosystems. He coordinates the Transformative Cities Initiative, and we've brought him on here today to tell us a little bit more about it today. So Saul, welcome. And congratulations to the entire Transformative Cities Initiative for putting this whole program together. But perhaps you can tell us a little bit more about the motivation behind Transformative Cities.
Thank you, Sean. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening for all that are following us today. It's a very exciting day, as Sean explained. This comes to an end after more than a year of work. It's the 4th edition of this award, and we are extremely excited to have reached this point in the process. We started around 5 years ago, Ati and I having some debates within the organization and with our partners about what the most important political dynamics around the world. And we realized that cities were having, partially as a result of their increased importance in the economic sphere, also they were having an enormous importance in political terms. They were becoming a laboratory of new practices that were ensuring how to get access to basic rights. And we recognizing that cities are very important in the current historical context, which we can define by a context of multiple crises or instability, of tensions within arising from the exhaustion of the latest phase of the capitalist system, which is the neoliberal globalization. By focusing on cities, we can find multiple economic and political practices that are contributing to a global transformation towards a post-capitalist future that we still don't know how it will look like, but we can start to taste a little bit how it will be configured. In this context, we think that what Margaret Thatcher and other advocates of neoliberalism already 3-4 decades ago, that there is no alternative, the TINA, is not true. Actually, the opposite is true. And we believe that often we receive by many different channels inspiring stories of local transformation. You might look at the news, on social media, you receive an email, but it's difficult to distinguish the anecdotal from initiatives with a systemic character of transformation. It's like looking at the sky at night. You see hundreds of stars that are very bright, some are brighter than others, some are bigger than others, and all of them deserve attention in their own right. But it's hard to focus our attention when so many things are happening in very particular local contexts. Many scholars and activists have tried to define these groups of stars, giving names to them, like grouping them as constellations, like social and solidarity economy, the growth, the commons, ecofeminism, the buen vivir, the good living, the right to the city, remunicipalization, the just transition, you name it. There are a number of definitions that try to articulate these constellations of alternatives to the current way of doing things. And we believe that it was the time for a tool that will help us to navigate this sky. And to that end, we created the Transformative Cities People's Choice Award at the Atlas of Utopias, which we expect to help us to give greater visibility and resources to local practices that are preconfiguring post-capitalism and thus facilitating its spread and prosperity.
Awesome. So you're picking multiple initiatives from what must be a huge pool, because there are a lot of people that are doing very localized but very effective things to better the lives of people where they're living. How did you choose these initiatives? Because we see such a diverse range and so many different initiatives from all over the world.
We have a process that has been repeated for the fourth time, which is we have an open call with a number of criteria where local groups can submit their case and they can present their candidacy to be finalists and eventually winners of the awards. Once we receive these candidates, an international team of scholars, activists, policymakers, international NGO representatives, but very importantly also practitioners on the ground that have first-hand experience, they evaluate those cases and then decide what are the finalists for each of the 4 categories: water, energy, housing, and food. And result of that process is how we have 12 finalists today.
So the 12 are chosen from a much broader pool, I understand.
Yes.
And this is the 4th time we're doing the Transformative Cities initiative. What's been particularly different about putting it together this time around? I think there's been massive changes in the world in the last few years. Anything in particular that's different this time around?
Yes. So indeed, because of COVID, some things have changed and some crises go on top of the others. But unfortunately, we still see some dynamics that are pretty common all over the world, such as the privatization of basic means of reproduction of life, and the privatization of water, energy, housing, food is still happening all over the world. But despite this very challenging context that can be even more challenging in certain areas of the world, we have seen again the enormous capacity of local groups around the world to bring hope and inspiration to others, and actually not only bringing inspiration, but bringing specific solutions on how we can access basic rights. And for this year, what has been very inspiring is that we have a very, very strong participation from the Global South. Most of the candidates came from Southeast Asia or Asia in general, and Latin America, Africa countries. And we have seen also in the 12 finalists who are very strongly represented from those regions.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Saul. So there was a call put out. Maybe we could just have a quick look at how we ended up having 16,000 people participating in the vote. Let's have a look at how we got so many people. Thank you so much. So about 16,000 people heeded this call to vote for an initiative that inspired them. And today we finally get to know who it was that won, if we think of it in the form of a co-opetition, as I already described. So let's see who are the Transformative Cities 2022 Award finalist winners. So, finalists in the water category, which is going to be the first one we go for. We've got Isla Urbana, rainwater harvesting in Mexico City's marginalized neighborhoods. This is an environmental group that partners with municipal and rural governments to harvest rainwater and to influence public policies, bring about collective action and education to enable access to water. Our second finalist in the water initiatives. From Bengaluru, India, we've got Million Wells, which is a well digging community that self-organizes to ensure access to water for all. Million Wells plans to collect rainwater and recharge the city's groundwater. And from Yaoundé, Cameroon, our third finalist. A civil society, media unions, and grassroots organizations working together to stop corporate-driven privatization of water. Keep water in public hands. They focus on fighting back against water scarcity countrywide, driven by overexploitation, having populations concentrated in water-stressed areas, and pushing back against obsolete and poorly maintained water infrastructure, and mitigating climate change. So, who of these three initiatives is our finalist winner for this year in 2022? And the winner is Million Wells from Bengaluru, India. congratulations. I would like to call upon a representative from Million Wells to come and give us a bit of insight into their initiative. Do we have a representative from Million Wells?
Yes, I'm there and super excited. So thank you so much on behalf of the entire Biome Environmental Trust team here at Bangalore. I see my my co-workers at the trust also here, my colleagues here on this at this webinar. So thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to participate, and we're thrilled to have won it. Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The world is watching. What would you like to share? Just a couple of minutes, just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What should people not miss about your initiative and about your story?
Yeah, I think the two things that really stand out is that it's a really simple solution. We all depend on groundwater. The emphasis in our city has been to focus on shallow groundwater, which can be managed a lot more easier than when you go for deeper groundwater that's available at 1,000 feet or deeper. And we've been doing with the traditional well digging communities who earlier used to dig wells to get water, but here they're digging wells to recharge water. We also want for them to not just see themselves as people who dig the wells, but are barefoot hydrogeologists who understand groundwater and who actually take this message forward. Yeah, so those are the two things I think that really stand out. And yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I like the idea of barefoot water hydrology, barefoot hydrologists. This is giving a spotlight to indigenous knowledge, to people that have been doing things long before we have this more industrial way of doing things also. Much appreciated. Congratulations.
Thank you. And if I could just add one more thing,
Yeah.
as much as we're doing this as the transformative city, so in our country to India, there's a mission for rejuvenation and urban transformation. So this campaign that we're running in Bangalore, 500 cities have been identified for this transformation. And the campaign that we're running in Bengaluru now is rolling out to 10 other pilot cities, which will be trying out something similar to what we have done, and then eventually to perhaps all the 500 cities. So winning this particular award kind of puts us in a much better place to be able to talk about the work that we do and to see it go across the country. So thank you very much again. Thanks.
Awesome. Much appreciated. And congratulations once again. And good luck with rolling out to 500 cities and hopefully 1,000 in the whole world. And now for our next category, which is our category on food. Here are our finalists. From Cochabamba, Bolivia, Women for Food Sovereignty. This is a group of 15 women dedicated to producing and commercializing organic vegetables while fighting for food security and for the preservation of biodiversity. Our second finalist in the food category, from Penang, Malaysia, building the movement for agroecological urban gardening to ensure food sovereignty. This is a positive vision based on the principles of simple, low-cost, traditional, healthy, sustainable food, and connecting people to nature and to each other, building a sustainable future and ensuring food sovereignty. And our third finalist in the food category, from Hyderabad, India, Sahaja Aharam, which is about linking urban consumers to rural producers, building local food systems and bridging the gap between these two different worlds, and pushing for organic food that's there to benefit and nourish the health of not only the consumers of the food, but also the environment. So of these three initiatives, who is our winner? Congratulations to Sahaja Aharam from Hyderabad, India. Do we have a representative from Sahaja Aharam?
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations.
I'm Ramu from Sahaja Aharam. Thank you very much. It's indeed a great moment for all of us being part of this event as well as winning the thing. And Sahaja Aharam began as an consumer cooperative to create a conscious and responsible consumption. unless consumers change, production doesn't change. So we try to create producer collectives and consumer collectives and then work together so that consumers get access to better quality, safe food. Also, producers get better price. So farmers' prices in the consumer, farmer share in the consumer price, we try to increase. And today we are able to get nearly 50 to 60% of the consumer's price to the farmers. And
Wow.
Food can be traced to not only farmers, but also the ecological footprint so that conscious consumption can happen. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Congratulations. So it's feeding from both sides, the consumers benefit, the producers benefit, and the environment benefits. And I guess public health outcomes also improve. What's the one thing of all this that the people that are watching should not miss? Just one message of inspiration for anybody who might want to do something similar.
We are all what we eat. If we are not responsible in our consumption, in our purchasing behavior, neither we be safe, nor the world will be safe. So we need to be very conscious and responsible in our consumption.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, so now that we've announced 2 of the 4 winners of the Transformative Cities 2022 People's Choice Awards, we'd like to take a small step back to really just remind everyone that the Transformative Cities initiative is not only about the winners. It's not only about the initiatives that eventually are chosen through the votes. This is a process and a space to foster collaboration and solidarity, and to provide the opportunity for those contributing to positive transformations to share their story with the world and to receive the attention they deserve, and to inspire other people so that they can also take those practices, maybe apply them in their own community, get information that may have been lacking, that other people have found solutions that they had not thought about that could solve a local problem where they are. So to that end, the Transformative Cities Initiative has created the Atlas of Utopias. And so to know a little bit more about the Atlas of Utopias, I would like to invite Saul again to tell us a little more about the Atlas and what it's about. So tell us about this Atlas of Utopias.
Thank you, Sean. How exciting is getting to know who are the winners in this finale event. But as you said, this is really not only about the winners. We must confess that TNI, we have been always about solidarity and cooperation. So organizing an award really put us out of our comfort zone, right? Because we are organizing an award, it really required a lot of thinking. And it's good to remind that indeed this process is really about giving visibility to those who deserve more visibility for their work. And we understand the enormous difficulty to really look around the enormous variety of local practices that are happening around the world to really where to focus our attention. So our proposal is that we create an Atlas of Utopias that is composed by the finalists of each of the editions of the Transformative Cities Award. So this means that those who are in the Atlas have been selected as finalists by the international team of evaluators. And in that way, we hope we can, for those who have little time, that at least spend some of their busy life in front of the Atlas of Utopias to get to know more about what is actually happening. And what is interesting also about the Atlas of Utopias is that what is seen as an utopia in one part of the world is actually being solved already in another part. And by realizing that utopias are possible, and as Galeano, the writer from Uruguay, saying that the meaning of utopia is actually that help us to keep walking towards this utopia, because once you walk a few 100 meters towards an utopia, the utopia will go beyond, like the horizon line. So by this Atlas of Utopias, we have the conditions, the convictions that it will give a useful tool for those activists in the ground, changing the world for the better, for researchers as well, for policymakers. And this Atlas of Utopias is a lively creature. So one of the developments for the coming period will be to include all 12 finalists for each year to the Atlas of Utopias, who will be in that way include all the new local practices that participate in the award.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Saul. So indeed, we have a broad range of initiatives from all across the world. And I guess we would like to invite everyone to go and check out the Atlas. But maybe let me not put it in words. Let's have a look at the Atlas of Utopias, just a brief overview. Thank you so much. So you're much welcome and encouraged to go have a look at the Atlas of Utopias, and you'll be surprised how inspired it will leave you. I myself always go back there to just check, like there are so many initiatives that are solving problems that you would have thought, okay, maybe this requires so much more resources or so much more to be done, but there are people using the little that they have, using just the power of community and working together to really find solutions for problems that they're facing and to provide basic needs for the people in their communities. So let's proceed with this and look at the next two categories of our Transformative Cities Awards. And the next category that we're going to look at is the category of energy. From Guazapa, El Salvador, our first finalist in energy. No bicycle, no planet. This is when faced with the lack of public transport and unsafe roads, women have taken the lead with the municipality and educational centers in El Salvador. And they see the bicycle as a sign of freedom, as a sign, as a way to achieve sustainability and really empowerment and mobility. Our second finalist, from Valencia in Spain. Valencia walks towards the future. A cycling revolution is happening in Valencia in Spain. The city council has worked on pedestrianization projects and extending cycle lanes. Fewer cars means you reduce the city's population and create more shared spaces and therefore a more egalitarian city. And our third finalist, from Gaza, Palestine, 100% renewable energy for Gaza. Electricity scarcity has long hindered life in Gaza, Palestine, and the women in Gaza have chosen to transform that challenge into an opportunity to empower themselves. And of these three initiatives, these three finalists, who is the winner for the Transformative Cities 2022 Award for Energy? Bicycle, no planet from Guazapa, El Salvador. Congratulations. Do we have a representative from Guazapa? Do we have somebody from No Bicycle, from No Bicycle, No Planet?
He seems to be gone for a second because of the
We seem to be having connection problem with our participant representative from No Bicycle, No Planet. So that's no problem.
Wait, he's back.
Oh, he's back. There we go. Welcome and congratulations.
Igualmente, muchas gracias. Bueno, la iniciativa Sin Bicicleta
Thank you so much.
Estamos trabajando en 10 municipios.
We are working in 10 municipalities, actually. Guasapa is one of the leading municipalities with this project, and it's a pleasure for us to be here, for us promoting bicycles as a good mean of transportation. This is a good mean of transportation. It's free, it doesn't pollute, and according to the UN, it can reduce greenhouse gas emissions and reduce climate change. So we're working with a collective of cycling women, and with the municipality, we have been able to carry out this project, and we're very happy.
Awesome, congratulations. What is one learning, one inspiring story that you'd like people to live with when they think about Guasapa, El Salvador, about your No Bicycle, No Planet initiative?
Bueno, la bicicleta es mágica, lo decimos
Well, for us, bicycles are magical, really. The fact that one can have a bicycle, it can be a different type of transportation, it can really help you move around. I'm here with my colleagues from the City Council and from the Women's Collective. We have a network with which we promote bicycles in over 25 schools in 10 municipalities. So we're doing a great process. We're raising awareness, and we've learned that bicycles help young people, they help communities, they help reduce climate change, and they help people who are most vulnerable to be able to move around. So that's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Okay. Gracias.
And indeed,
Thank you.
bikes are also good for people's health, their bodies and their lungs. So thank you so much for your amazing work. And now for our next category, we're looking at the category of housing. So our three finalists in the housing category. Our first one from Jakarta, Indonesia. Ketirpo Sambrida Awas. Please forgive my pronunciation. The relocation of a road construction project that affected slum dwellers in Jakarta, Indonesia. A 3-day eviction notice leads to people creating an exemplary planned urban relocation project. Cooperation and partnership together to provide the homeless with affordable and disaster-safe housing. Talk about making the best out of a bad situation. Our second finalist from Madrid, Spain, Entre Patios, which is a neighborhood community residing in a right-to-use cooperative. High environmental standards are combined with a democratic and collective organization that is connected to the neighborhood, making for a safer and healthier neighborhood all around. And our third initiative, from Ketirpo, Nepal, social, cultural, and economic empowerment in Bukit Duri urban kampung reconstruction. So again, please forgive my pronunciation. Kampung Susun Productive Tumbuhi is one of the symbols of a community that has fought back against forced eviction. New residences are managed by a cooperative, and drawing from residents' firsthand experience as a flood-resilient community, they've created a beautiful space with a well-connected community living together. And the housing winner from these finalists in the housing from Kirtipur, Nepal. Kirtipur Sambrida Awas, which is the project on relocation of road construction affected slum dwellers. Congratulations. Do we have a representative from Nepal?
Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are super excited. Thank you.
Awesome. What is the one thing we should take away from what you've done in your local community? What's the one thing we shouldn't forget about your initiative?
Actually, all these efforts started to provide better housing solutions for the people who have been affected by the government-led road construction project. So we stood against the eviction. We advocated, we lobbied for the right of the people to access better housing conditions. So this resulted into the the Kirtipur housing project. So we are very, very happy that we have been, we are receiving this award, right? So this is all like, all the struggle, all the effort to provide a better solution, to find a solution, and to say no to forced eviction.
Awesome. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was the winner for our housing category. So we've gone through all the 4 different categories for this year's 2022 Transformative Cities People's Choice Awards. But we're not done. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to all the initiatives, and in particular to those that have been chosen through our voting system. But before we are done with the ceremony, with this award ceremony, we would like to have sort of a 5th category, not really a category, but an honorable mention. We'd like to really put a spotlight on one particular initiative that's present also today. It's a women-led campaign bringing light and inspiration under the most difficult occupation. This initiative has been selected as finalists for the Transformative Cities Award by the International Evaluation Team for 3 consecutive years. And despite not being awarded by the popular vote, they do set an example about how, even in the face of war and struggle, their resilience and determination really don't decrease. On the contrary, it grows by the day, and they have kept at it, and they keep doing the work in their local community, trying to better the lives of the people, one by one, street by street, community, as the community together. So we'd like to give an honorable mention to Pengon, 100% renewable energy in Gaza. We feel that this initiative deserves a special spotlight, and we would like to give them a few just a moment to come and speak about their initiative and share a few words about the work they're doing in their community. Do we have a representative from Pengon?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm really appreciate your appreciation for our initiative. Really, I'm very happy, and I'm very proud that we reached to the finalist level. I'm really happy that for our initiative and for the pioneers who lead this initiative, despite all the restrictions, we could achieve the transformation toward clean energy, 100% renewable energy independent Gaza. This award bring more light to Gaza, and we will continue working on achieving clean energy independent for Gaza. I'm very proud that we could persuade a very good size of audience, that we could find significant solutions for energy scarcity in Gaza and eliminate darkness in Gaza by bringing clean energy to community hands, with a special focus on women and empowering women as sustainable energy leaders. We bring a power to women hands, and we bring brought women together to transform the energy system in Palestine and lead the decision-making process in clean energy sector. I'm really thankful for you for giving us the opportunity to be part of this great initiatives and to be part of this collective inspiration and collective efforts in order to change our current situation and to share our experiences and to learn from others. I think this is a great opportunity for us to build a global network to work together hand in hand for sustainable environment and sustainable future. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And please continue the good work.
Thank you.
This was a representative from Pengon, 100% renewable energy in Gaza, Palestine, working under very difficult conditions, but still managing to change the community day by day and bring more light to a place that needs the light. And we're coming to a close now, but would like to share with you a little bit about what's next for the Transformative Cities initiative. The coordinator is going to come and just tell us a little bit more about what's in store, what's next, after this 2022 finale.
Thank you, Sean, and congratulations again to all the winners, but also congratulations to all the finalists, and also a special recognition to Pengon, who brings inspiration from Palestine to all of us. Indeed, this is the closing of the Transformative Cities People Choice Award 21-22, but this is way more than the award. The award is the excuse to bring attention, and we brought the attention of these 16,000 people who use their time to decide what initiative deserves more attention, and this is precisely what we are going to do. With this event, we will start the announcement. We are starting the global announcement of who are the winners, and this will bring attention to them, as well as to all the finalists, who will be included, as we have mentioned, in the Atlas of Utopias. So in 2023, there will be an updated version of the Atlas of Utopias, who will serve as a tool for exchange and learning. Because as we have always said, this initiative is about collaboration, solidarity, and learning. And on top of the Atlas, we have also been building a number of initiatives and partnerships, and one we are particularly proud of is a partnership with the Open University of Recoleta in Chile. Together with them, we have created an online diploma on transformative local governments. This educational program looks to address, from different points of view, the ground that local transformative practices have gained in the 21st century, using, among others, many of the cases of the Atlas of Utopias, as well as showcasing the link and importance of organized citizenship as an active agent of change. This diploma is online, free of charge, and consists of 4 courses. The 4 courses are based on video interviews with a broad variety of experts, practitioners, thinkers, many of them participants of the Transformative Cities Award. And this diploma has just finished his first edition this year. We have been promoting this diploma with our channels and partners. And the good news is that this same diploma will be available in 2023. So we invite everyone to join this diploma who will repeat the same elements: the neo-municipalism, local politics as a place for social change, transformative cities learning from real utopias, the local governments and public policies, theory, methods, and strategies, and from social movements to radical democratization of municipalities. We invite you all to join this course, to join other thousands of students that have followed it, and we will be also working with our partners for other initiatives around the Transformative Cities Initiative. Please be in touch with us and keep up the good work.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sol. So this is not the end. This is just a comma in a long journey. As Sol already pointed out, we're looking at what happens in a post-capitalist world What are the stars in the sky that are showing us what can come next? How can we make the world more just, fair, and equitable for all the people living in it? Thank you to all the finalists. Thank you to all the people that have attended. Congratulations to all the people that have won. Congratulations to all the people that are working in their communities daily to make life better for everyone. Much appreciated to all the partners that have made this possible, the European Network for Community-Led Initiatives on Climate Change and Sustainability, the Friends of the Earth International, the Global Network of Continental Networks dedicated to the promotion of social solidarity economy, the Habitat International Coalition, the Global Platform for the Right to the City, and the Transnational Institute, and all the ordinary people that wake up in the morning and decide that the world can be better than what it is today. We can build a better world, and it's possible.